All right, this is our exclusive news break on the Baba Siddique murder, first on NDTV. Well, we have the inside details on how the entire plot unfolded. Well, remember, 28 bullets were recovered, but we have details on what the accused have revealed to the police. Well, police sources say that Shivakumar, the main shooter, was the leader of the pack and he really led the plot. In fact, Shivakumar fired 6 shots indiscriminately at Baba Siddique. In fact, I remember earlier there was all this information about 3 rounds fired, but 6 rounds were actually fired indiscriminately at Baba Siddique. This is what police sources have said. In fact, they also tried to evade the cops immediately after. They fled the spot, of course, but there was chili powder that was thrown at the cops. That's what police sources have said. One shooter, of course, managed to flee. One shooter has fled Maharashtra. In fact, there are 2 shooters who are now in police custody, but one shooter managed to escape. In fact, the police are still on the lookout for the shooter, but this certainly indicates that this was a planned conspiracy, something that the police have also said in court. The police have said it was a planned murder, a planned conspiracy. Though important here that the shooters point out that they are not aware as to who is the mastermind. Now that is important given the fact that well, the police are investigating the Bishnoi gang link, and that is something that's going to be key given the fact that in the past couple of years particularly we have seen the expanding influence of the Bishnoi gang. And of course it was Rohit Godara, Lawarence Bishnoi's key aide, who had said a couple of weeks back that anyone who is Salman Khan's friend is our enemy. So this is of course an extremely notorious gang which is now back in focus, but these details are extremely important that we are breaking first on NDTV. In fact, Dharmraj and Gurmail, the other 2 accused in this particular case who have now been arrested by the police, they were part of the conspiracy as well. So, you know, the fact here is that while of course you had 3 shooters, there were 2 accomplices who helped the shooters execute the entire plot. Now, where did this happen? Well, this happened outside Baba Siddique's son Zishan's office. So it was really in the heart of Mumbai, the heart of the posh area of Bandra in Mumbai where this happened. Now, 2 shooters were of course nabbed by the police. They were hiding in the lawns outside Zishan's office. So of course that is extremely suspicious how that plot unfolded, but all evidence and all confessions point to one aspect, that this is a planned conspiracy and that this is something which has to have been hashed by a larger mastermind. In fact, that's what the police have said, that we are trying to get to the bottom of it. We are trying to investigate who really is the mastermind behind it, whether it's really the Bishnoi gang or whether there are any international links. That's also something that the police said yesterday. So all of those angles being investigated. But let's quickly take a look at all the reactions that have come in on the story.
When unfortunately, whatever that incident happened, when Mr. Baba Siddique was shot, people passing by, because it was a busy street in Bandra, in Mumbai, people passing by also could have been a victim to those bullets. So the common man also suffers. Maharashtra government, the Home Department of the Maharashtra government led by the BJP needs to give a lot of answers to the people of Maharashtra, because it is the safety of the people that is very important.
देखिए कितनी शर्मनाक बात है, बजाय ये जानने के कि किस तरह से मर्डर हुआ, कौन इस साजिश के पीछे है, क्या कोई गैंग इसके पीछे है या कोई पॉलिटिकल इसके पीछे कोई राजनीति है, कौन है ये साजिश करता और कौन इसकी जिम्मेदारी ले रहा है, इस मामले पर बजाय ये कि वो शोक प्रकट करें, आप इस पर भी राजनीति कर रहे हैं। मतलब ये बेशर्मी की हद है, क्योंकि बाबा सिद्दीकी जी की अपनी खुद भी सिक्योरिटी रही होगी, उनके घर के सामने ये वाकया हुआ है, लेकिन आप इसमें भी करना चाह रहे हैं पॉलिटिक्स, बजाय जानने के लिए कि कौन किसके हाथ इसके पीछे है और इसके पीछे क्या वजह हो सकती है। ये जानने के बजाय आप दुनिया भर की बातें कह रहे हैं। आपको किसी भी तरह से कानून व्यवस्था को आड़े हाथ लेना है।
All right, so all those political reactions coming in. In fact, our reporters Anuj and Radhika are also joining us live. Radhika, to you first. I mean, the details that you are breaking are extremely significant, and this points to the fact that it was a planned conspiracy, the fact that these 2 accomplices helped the shooters execute the plan, and then, of course, how the main shooter, Shivakumar, fired indiscriminately at Baba Siddique. So break it down for us, this exclusive news break that you have.
That's right. More or less everything has been said. But yes, very important details emerging as far as this case is concerned. Both the shooters who've been arrested have made some important revelations before the police. Whether they are true or not, well, that is a matter of investigation. They have said that they are innocent. They did not know what they were doing. They don't know who the mastermind behind the case is. In fact, it is the third shooter, the third absconding shooter, Shivakumar, who was the leader of the pack as far as this entire case is concerned. He is the one who is aware of who the mastermind is. This is what both the arrested shooters have told the police. They also went on to speak about the conspiracy hatched as far as the entire shooting incident is concerned. In fact, they said that initially it was planned that it is these two who were supposed to shoot indiscriminately at Baba Siddique. However, Shivakumar saw the crowd, analyzed the crowd, assessed the crowd as well as the security around Baba Siddique and decided to shoot Baba Siddique himself. He shot at Baba Siddique indiscriminately. Of course, all of them carried guns, is what both the shooters have said. Shivakumar fired at Baba Siddique indiscriminately, at least 6 shots fired, of which about 2 to 3 bullets hit Baba Siddique. Of course, he was rushed to the hospital, by which time he unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. So Shivakumar, in fact, firing at him indiscriminately. All of them carried pepper spray as well as chili powder. And one of the assailants, in fact, posed the shooting through the chili powder at just one guard who was guarding Baba Siddique at that point. Baba Siddique is surrounded by 3 guards usually, 1 in the morning and 2 in the evening. He was supposed to be guarded by 2 police security guards. However, there was just 1 guard at the time. In fact, he was incapacitated after chili powder was thrown at him. All 3 fled the spot. However, the 2 arrested ones, the 2 of the shooters couldn't flee for too long. They were followed by locals as well as the police around there, and they were caught. But the other shooter, Shivakumar, who's allegedly the leader of the pack, managed to hid in, go through the crowd and managed to flee the spot immediately. So this is the, detail. These are the details emerging. But again, this is what interrogations have revealed. The 2 attackers have said this to the police, that we don't know who the mastermind is. We were just told to carry out this operation. We were supposed to fire at Baba Siddique first, but it was Shivakumar, who's the leader of the pack, who's aware of the conspiracy as well as who the mastermind is, and he was the one who shot indiscriminately at Baba Siddique. At least 6 shots fired, 2 to 3 hit him, and also the police guard was incapacitated, as a result of chili powder thrown at him. So a lot of important details emerging, Vedant, as far as this case is concerned. However, really remains to be seen how much of it is true. What kind of Lawarence Bishnoi gang link are we talking about? Is there really a link as being alleged, as being said? Of course, a third arrest was made of Praveen Lonkar, who had in fact put out that social media post, who had in fact, who was apparently the conspirator, who had also given shelter to some of the attackers, who had enlisted the attackers, the shooters as well. So that's the allegation as far as the third arrested accused is concerned. But does he really belong to Lawarence Bishnoi gang? What kind of conspiracy was hatched? Who is the actual mastermind in this case? All that is a matter of investigation. But these details emerging as per the interrogations of the arrested accused.